Konnichiwa, and welcome to Tsuki no Ame, where we try Japanese snacks and treats. Today we have 2 snacks to try from Sakura Co. So these are our cheese Jari Mame. So according to the culture guide, Jari Mame means pebble beans, which is really fun and cute to me. So this is 3 different seeds and nuts. So it's sunflower seeds, pumpkin seeds, and then almonds. These are then covered in a cheese powder. I'm not entirely sure how this is going to go. It's one of those where cheese has been very hit or miss on the channel. We've had some amazing cheese snacks, but then we've also had a few where if you go look at the cheese gummy episode, you will understand perfectly. So this is going to be interesting. I am optimistic. I'm hoping it turns out to be pretty good, just because, sunflower seeds, pumpkin seeds, almonds, I'm pretty good with those. We're also going to try, these are our salt, truffle, and cheese arare. I don't say anything about it in the culture guide, but it looks like these are cheese-filled. They are covered with a cheese powder, and there is black truffle and salt and pepper involved. Should be pretty good. I am optimistic about these. I think they're going to be alright. I'm hoping they are. We're going to find out. So with all that in mind, let's get started. Itadakimasu! So starting with our cheese Jari Mame. Okay. There's kind of an added crunch to them, like they're coated in something that's giving kind of a different kind of crunch, if that makes sense. One a little more crispity. The nuts are good. As far as the cheese is concerned, if you've seen like those little Ritz crackers, they're filled with cheese. The cheese tastes like that. So if you're good with that cheese, you might really like them. If you aren't, you might want to give these a pass because it tastes like that. It is definitely that kind of cheese. So if you like that kind of cheese, you might really love them. And if you don't, maybe try something else, unfortunately. So we're going to move on to our salt, truffle, and cheese arare. Hopefully this is something to move on to if you aren't a fan of that particular type of cheese. These smell good. I kept trying to grab it and it kept rolling on me. Okay. Yeah, they're not really telling me a lot about how it's put together. But it's definitely cheese-filled. It smells kind of good. I don't know why, but I feel like I can smell a little bit of seaweed. All right. Okay, that's interesting. So the arare itself really nice and crunchy. The cheese really kind of nice. It's kind of creamy when you're chewing on it. So actually, it's pretty good. Flavor-wise is where things get a little bit interesting. It's not bad, but it's definitely kind of different. Just because, so truffle and cheese with salt and pepper, those are two kind of, I don't know, it feels kind of unusual to do truffle with cheese a lot. That's already kind of something that doesn't happen a ton. I can taste soy sauce on those Arare, which feels really kind of odd mixing that in with the other flavors of the street. It's not bad. It's just really kind of different. I don't... If you're good with soy sauce being thrown into that mix, you might really enjoy it. The cheese isn't too bad. I don't know if this is my favorite of the cheese snacks that we've gotten, but it's certainly, it's worth trying. If you have the chance to try it. I don't know if it's my personal favorite. I do kind of feel like it's a little weird. The pepper also really kicks in on the back end, and it is very peppery when it finally does hit, which is really kind of interesting. So if you enjoy those sorts of things, definitely give it a shot. If you're not entirely sure, we are going to try the rest of the box, and I think there's some things in there that I think are going to be amazing. Gochu-so-sama. So to recap, we tried our cheese Jari Mame, which were kind of fun. The texture was really spot on. The cheese itself, it tastes like the center of those little Ritz cheese cracker sandwiches. If you like those, if you like that cheese, you might really enjoy these. If you don't, if you aren't somebody who enjoys those kinds of cheese flavors, those particular types, you might want to give this one a pass because it reminds me a lot of those. We also tried our salt truffle and cheese Arare. Really nice crunch. The cheese filling was really nice and creamy. It did end up being kind of a bit of an unusual flavor combination because there is definitely soy sauce in that glaze on the Arare itself. But it's not bad. It's not bad. So if you're curious about it, definitely give it a shot. If you're not thinking that you're good with these flavors, then we've got a whole box of things to try. There are several things in there that I think are going to be amazing. But definitely, if you're curious about it, definitely worth trying. Well, thank you so much for joining me today. If you like my shirt, the link for that is down in the description below. And please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Jane.